Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. This is Bamari. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful kaftan gown with Ashoke built up collar. This is a Ankara Ashoke combination. If you're interested in knowing how to make this beautiful gown, please stay to the end of this video. Thanks for watching. So we'll be using this beautiful Ankara fabric. You can see how beautiful the Ankara is. I'll be using this Ashoke for this style. I'll be using this Ashoke for this style, this beautiful Ankara fabric. I love it so much because the color complements each other. So now I'll go ahead to fold my fabric. This is a 6 yard material. This is a 6 yard material, so I'll go ahead to fold this into 4. I went ahead to fold the Ankara fabric into 4 just like this. You know, our Ankara is 45 inches in length, so my customer's length is 58 inches plus 1 inch for hemming allowance, that is 59. So I'll be folding it horizontally instead of vertically. You can see it is in 4 places. Then I'll just put my tape on the Ankara and I'll measure the full length, which is 59 inches. Then I'll cut it out. You can see it's at the line of this white line, the horizontal line. That is what I used to measure the full length of the gown. And if you notice, there is no zipper in this gown, so both the back part and the front part are on fold. So the next thing we're going to do is to take the neck measurement. I will be using a neck width of 3.5 and I'll be using a neck depth of 1.5 for the back. You can use a neck depth of 1 inch also for the back. Anyone, but I'll be marking 1.5 for the neck depth of the back. Then I'll just go ahead to curve the back neckline just like this. So the shoulder is 18 inches. 18 divided by 2 is 9, so I'll just go ahead to mark 9 for the shoulder. Then at the point that I marked the 9 inches, I'll be coming down by half an inch for the shoulder slope. Then I'll just rule it to the neck width. Then from the slope of the 0.5 inch, I'll be measuring my armhole, which is 10 inches, so I'll just go ahead to mark the 10 inches out. Then I will rule it. Then at the middle of the armhole, I'll divide it into 2 like this. The middle, which is 5, I'll go ahead to mark it. Then I'll be coming in by 0.5 for the armhole of the front. Then I'll just go ahead to rule it and curve the armhole just like this. After that, I'll be taking the horizontal measurement. I'll be taking quarter of the bust plus 3 inch. 1 inch will be for ease and the 2 inch will be for sewing allowance. So I'll just mark it and I'll mark it out. Then from the bust, I'll be coming down 8 inches to take my waist measurement. I'll take quarter of the waist plus 3 inches, 1 inch for ease and 2 inch for sewing allowance. I'll mark it out also. Then I'll be coming down 8 inches also again to mark my hip. So I'll be saying quarter of the hip plus 3 inches also. Then I'll mark it out just like that. Then I'll just go ahead to connect the lines this way, the bust to the waist, then to the hip. Then whatever I have at my hip, I'll mark it at my hem line and connect the hem line to the hip just like this. Also, I decided to add a cut together pocket to the gown, so I'll just be coming out at my waistline by about 7 inches just like this. Then I'll be using a length of 10 inches. Then I'll just go ahead to curve it in just like this. The pocket will be having an opening of 6 inches. Now I'll just go ahead to cut the fabric out. Just watch carefully the way I'm cutting it. This is how it is looking after I was done cutting it. So I'll just go ahead to separate the front from the back. So I'll just remove the back. Then I'll go ahead to work on the front part of the gown. Now for the front armhole, I'll just go ahead to properly curve the front armhole properly by the 0.5 inch we came in at the middle. To mark our front neckline, I'll be coming down by 9 inches. You can come down by 8 inches based on your preference. Then I'll be coming in by 2 inches. Then I'll just go ahead to mark it and roll it out just this way. After coming in by 2 inches at the center part, I'll go ahead to mark the 2 inches I came in all the way down to the hem line of the gown at the front. Then I'll just go ahead to take my ruler and connect the neckline to the 2 inches all the way down to the hem line just like this. Then I'll just go ahead to cut it from the neckline all the way to the hem line just like this. Just watch carefully the way I'm cutting it. After cutting it, this is the way the front part is looking. You can see when I open it up, you can see how it looks. So this is the way it will be placed on each other. You can see how it looks, the opening. Now we move to adding the aso-oke to the ankara. So we'll be placing the aso-oke on the center part of the gown, just like this. So before joining the aso-oke collar, the first thing we're going to do is to join the shoulders of the gown, just like this, the two shoulders. To cut the bell sleeve for the gown, I just went ahead to fold my fabric into 4, like this. You can see the way I fold it. Then I will go ahead to take half of my armhole measurement. Half of the armhole measurement is 8.5, so I'll be adding 1.5 inch to it, that's 10. So I'll go ahead to mark the 10 out. Then at the middle of the 10, I'll be coming down by 2 inch because I don't want the armhole to be too deep. Then I'll just go ahead to curve it and connect it together like this. Then at the hem line of the sleeve, I'll be measuring around 15.5 inches at the hem line. Then remember that at the tip or hem of the sleeve, we are going to be having a aso-oke there. So the full length of the sleeve is 23 inches. I'll be removing 3 inches from the full length. So I'll be marking 20 inches down. So I'll go ahead to rule it out. So the 15.5 we have at the edge, we'll just go ahead to connect it to our armhole of 10 inches, just like this. After which, then I will go ahead to just cut what we chopped out. So I just notched the middle part of the sleeve so that it can be easy to fix. So this is the way the sleeve is. I would also be adding the aso-oke to the hem of the sleeve and to the middle part also. After joining the shoulders of the gown, you can see how it looks. I've joined the both shoulders. I'll go ahead to measure the neckline and the middle part of the gown, just like this way, all round. After measuring it all around, I have 128, so I'll just make it 130 to be at the safer side. So this is the aso-oke I'll be using, so I'll just measure 130 inches. So I'll measure it and cut it out. After measuring 130, I had to join the aso-oke because it wasn't long enough, so I measured 130. So the next thing I will do is I'll go ahead to fold it this way and iron it. So I'll press it down this way all round. This is how the aso-oke is looking after ironing. You can decide to fold it like mine, or you divide the aso-oke into 2 so it can be a single layer, but you can also choose to fold it like mine so it will be double layer. So I will take the center part of the aso-oke, then I'll go ahead to chalk it with my chalk this way so that I can know the middle part. After that, I'll just go ahead to take the center part. I'll place the aso-oke on the floor like this. I'll align it properly. So for the opening of the neck, so I'll go ahead to mark 14 inches. I later decided to come down by 16 inches. So I'll mark 16 inches with my chalk on the neck this way. So from the 16 inches downwards of the aso-oke, I'll be sewing it and joining it together at the middle part. So folded it this way to be sure, marked the 16 inches, then chalked it down with my chalk. Then I'll go ahead to just from that point sew it downwards at the middle part to the end of the hem line. After sewing it, you can see the way it looks like. So from the 16 inches, I just went ahead to sew it at the middle downwards. So you can see how it looks, the opening of the neck. Remember I said there are 2 ways to do this. You can either decide to make it a single aso-oke or double like mine. This is our gown, so we'll go ahead to place the aso-oke to the gown. I'll be aligning the middle part of the neckline of the aso-oke to the middle part of the gown, just like this. Then I'll go ahead to sew it all the way down to the hemline at both sides like this and show you how it looks like. After attaching the aso-oke to the ankara, you can see how neat it is, and I also went ahead to top stitch it to secure it down in place. The next thing for us to do now is to shape the sides of our gown and also shape the pockets, shape the sides all the way down, and also hem the down parts. After shaping the sides of the gown and hemming the down part, the next thing for us to do now is to fix our sleeves. For the sleeves, I'll be attaching the Ashoke also to the sleeve, but I won't be folding it into two. I'll go ahead to divide the Ashoke into two. So I'll cut it out now. I'll divide it into two. After dividing it into two, I'll be placing it on the sleeve this way. I'll be attaching it to the down part and to the middle part, just slightly below the elbow. Then I'll sew it and show you how it looks like. Here I've stitched the down part of the Ashoke to the down part of the sleeve. Then I top stitch on it to secure it in place. Then I'll divide the sleeve to this point. I'll divide it into two. Then I'll just pick around 10 inches. Then I'll also go ahead to fix the middle parts, the Ashoke to the middle part of the sleeve this way. Fold it on top and top stitch on it also. After fixing the middle Ashoke to the sleeve also, so I'll be folding it on top of it like this. Then I'll just go ahead to stitch the sides all the way. So this is the final result of our sleeve. See how beautiful it looks. So the last thing we're going to do now is to attach it to our gown. This is just me aligning the sleeves to the armhole of the gown. So I'll just take it to my sewing machine and sew it and show you the final result of our gown. You can see how beautiful and lovely this kaftan gown with Ashoke came out to be. Would you be trying this kaftan design out? Thanks for watching to the end. Please like, subscribe, comment and share to see more helpful tutorials like this. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.